position I hate the most. It's gonna fall. I did officially start my video yesterday, but I've decided I'm not going to use that footage because I was in the bath and I didn't look good. Still don't look great, but I look better than I did yesterday in the bath. So that footage obviously will not be shown. It's been deleted already. I've just picked a prescription up and I've got one already that I need to collect as well, that I've kept in my car. So that's what you do. So whilst I don't know why you have to sign it. I just doesn't make sense why. Oh, I've done a totally different signature. I don't know what day I last filmed. I feel like it was Thursday after I'd been in, like, why do they look different? After I'd been and got my hair cut, I think that night I think I like filmed and then I haven't filmed since. I don't know, like I honestly don't know. Like I feel like I've told everyone that I'm sick. I don't know if I've told my YouTube videos. So I hate this angle. I'm dying for a drink as well. I'm really, oh god, thirsty. So I've been really ill. I went downhill after Thursday. Very lethargic, feel like no energy, feel like crap. Friday afternoon, just feeling more and more unwell. And then I had a severe pain attack where I used to always get my pain when I always ended up in hospital in an ambulance. And I panicked, really panicked about it because I just got out of hospital. I told them I wasn't well when they let me go anyway. I'm like, I don't feel well, and they sent me home. So I was worried. I'd not packed my hospital bag, I'd not done my washing, I'd not done anything. Like, I was not ready to go back in hospital. And the house was a tip. I'm like, I've got to clean the house, I've got to do my washing, I've got to pack my hospital bag. And I was panicking, like really panicking, because I didn't want to go back in. I'd just gotten out. So did my washing, still not packed my hospital bag. I sorted my toiletry bag out, even though I need to sort the shampoo out because the shampoo had run out, and I was going to top the shampoo bottle up. That's what I was going to do because it's the right size to what I want in my bag, basically. Not done much housework. I'm trying to slowly clear things in the house, but yeah, I've been very ill over the weekend. I've been exhausted, been waking up quite early in the morning, staying in bed for a couple of hours, and then venturing downstairs eventually after a shower and stuff. Yeah, really down. Not edited Thursday's video, and it's Tuesday, even though it feels like Monday. But Friday felt like Saturday, felt like Sunday, Sunday felt like Monday. Yesterday I was just confused, and today I'm confused as well. Got a note dropped off at my doctor's today telling her how I'm feeling, telling her I need to speak to her about what we spoke about last week, because she rushed me and she kept cutting me off and I didn't get a chance, and it was really important what I was telling her. And then I also told her about the symptoms I've got, and I'm like, I really need to see you. There's no double appointments until, I think it's the 3rd week of May now, no double appointments. Like, I can't wait that long. I'm struggling with the health issue and everything like that. It was a really long note, to be honest. She's probably still reading it now. And then about 11:30ish, I got a phone call from the surgery, and I thought, oh, it might be my doctor, because I did ask her to ring me in the note. Oh God. Got my eye bags. Try and hide my double chin. I'm gonna have to hold it there for me. Oh God, my eye bags are bad. Oh god, they're really bad. Anyway, we'll just ignore the eye bags because I'm sick and I'm tired and I'm sick of being tired and sick. And it wasn't my doctor. It threw me when I answered the phone. Normally throws me when she rings me anyway because she puts on this pretend voice, like really extremely posh. And it always throws me, even if I'm expecting her to phone me, it throws me. So it was it was a receptionist, and I was just thankful it weren't the one who screamed at me the other day, like shouted at me the other day. And she's like, oh, Dr. So-and-so has asked me to phone you to let you know she's got a prescription here for you. And it was something she discussed with me last week, and I can't quite understand what it's for or why she's giving it me. And she needed to get some test results back before she could give it me, because she can't give it me under certain conditions. So I was like, so I knew the test results before she did. I found out on Thursday when I went to see the nurse, who were happy about why I'd been booked in. Anyway, and I told her that in the letter. When she weren't happy, she gave me a lecture about something, which I'm not going to discuss on here because it's very personal. Oh god, that man's just come back, and I'm like here on my camera. Oh god, I'm looking really rough. That's from my sunglasses, by the way. There's a lot of stuff that goes on there with the staff and the way they act, and like the doctor doesn't ever find out about, because I was like, when I was there last week, she's like, oh, I want you to book an appointment, and I'm like, oh, please don't send me out in case it's Alison. Oh god, he's in his van next to me. I didn't know he'd come back. In case it's Alison, I'm scared. And I told her what had happened. I was like, she was shouting at me because I wouldn't tell her what the problem was, and I kept explaining to her that you'd asked me to phone up, and I said I'd explained it, and she kept shouting at me because I weren't telling her what was wrong. And she's like, well, I told you to ring. I went, I know. So she booked my next appointment. Yeah, I don't know when, I can't remember what I'm talking about. So anyway, when this receptionist was on the phone, and she's like, oh, she wants me to book you an appointment. And I'm thinking, why? Because I've got one. Like, I was confused, but I did ask in my letter to see her this week. And she's like, there's not any till next week. I was like, oh, because I wanted to see her this week. And with what I told her, with how unwell I feel, like, I thought, she might have seen me. And I know they're busy and, like, they're a doctor down and stuff, because the doctor, like, retired and they've not replaced him, and they're still trying to cover as many appointments. So, you know, it's weeks and weeks and weeks before you can get an appointment unless it's an emergency. But I thought, based on what I told her, she would have seen it as an emergency. He's definitely watching me, and I'm talking away. So she booked me an appointment. It was a single appointment, and it's in the morning next week. And I'm thinking, so I've got to put up with being ill for another week, even though I've been ill since last Wednesday, because that's when I started to feel really exhausted and not myself. And now I've got to wait another week. So I'm like, is there nothing sooner? She's like, no. Oh, is there nothing later that day? No. There's nothing till the following week. And I'm thinking, well, it won't be long until the next appointment, so I can't really do that. So, yeah. Told her how ill I am. Told her I've been really severely unwell all weekend, and the nearest I can get an appointment is next week. So, come to pick those tablets up. I'm on my normal prescription. I feel sick. I'm really dehydrated. I've got a headache. Feel quite confused. Feeling really confused at the moment. I don't know what's going on. And I'm being watched. My hair's too short. See, I'm gonna go in. But I did think it was her ringing me, and it wasn't. So I'm home, and I was meant to buy about 3 things in Tesco, but seems I can't help myself. Got this before. In fact, it's there looking a bit disgusting. So it's about to be finished. It's only £2.25. What did you get me? I got you nothing, Fatty. You didn't. Now you can have something. You know the rule. Yeah, I'm not listening. Nurofen paracetamol as standard. I'm going through a lot at the moment because I'm not well. There for my dad. Thankfully I don't suffer. I shouldn't say that because now probably I'm going to start suffering, because you can get it any time. 2 rows original, actually 3, I can't count. It's 3 for $1.20 or 6p each, you get 1 for free. The Easter chocolate was reduced, even the eggs, they had loads of eggs, and I was looking at them, I'm like, don't really want them, I'm not massively into chocolate, so I picked up this. I had one of them a few weeks ago. 2 Easter bunnies, Malteser bunnies, I've got about 3 of them in the freezer because it was free for £1. In fact, I think they were 50p each, but it was free for £1 the other day, so I didn't actually save anything doing that. And that was 60p, and that's all I really wanted. I got some oven bottom muffins in brown so I can have a sandwich. 6 hot dog buns, because that's the only selection or thing you could have related to a hot dog, when really I should have got a panini rolls or something, because I got these pork breakfast sausage, because I wanted like hot dogs, and I've got like hot dog type, well, vegetarian sausages in the fridge, and I thought if I don't like them I can have these, but I'm going to have these instead. Well, not all of them. But at Asda, if I would have gone to Asda, they do like barbecue type hot dog sausages in the fresh section, and yeah, but these will have to do, I guess. 2 Quack yogurts, they're still on offer for 60p, but my basket was full, otherwise I would have got loads. Been craving them all weekend, but too sick to go out. The love corn, wanted eggs last week, didn't have any. 2 caramel macchiatos, I'm going to have one now, still on offer for £1. Breakfast milk, and I got a Hellman's Light because mine's just run out and I like it. Now, of course, she's exactly where I want to go, aren't you? Yeah. I've got to get some new, my new favourite drinks, Pepsi Max Cherry, and I forgot. Oh well. Miserable, don't I? I'm having to hold it there because I can't hold it higher because my arm just will not let me. But it's a better angle. You can see my sunglasses. It's dull outside, but I've been wearing sunglasses. Don't feel great. I feel a little bit better than yesterday in some ways, but worse in others. I'm very nauseous and I've got a dry mouth. I keep drinking water, so I'm going to need the toilet. I'm at Tesco. I've been here about 20 minutes and I've just not gone in. I called at my doctor's because I couldn't get through on the phone. Trying to speak to my doctor. Left a message for her yesterday. She got a receptionist to phone me back to go in to get a prescription and book an appointment for next week, and I need to see her sooner. Couldn't get through today because I even went to the receptionist. Look, I've rung 9 times and like held my phone up. I'm like, you put a message through asking to phone me. That was like an hour ago and she hasn't. And I'm like, is she in today? Because I can't work outside. And she's like, yeah, she's in. I went, can you ask her to phone me? It's about what the message was yesterday. I really need to speak to her. And she's like, I said, like, I have tried to phone. I really do need to speak to her. And I said, like, if she phones and I don't answer, can you tell her that I'm driving? Which I was, and I was going to go straight home, but I need stuff from the shop. I didn't say that. And then she's like, yeah, I'll get to phone her. Yeah. And I was walking out and I'm like, I'm not giving you my name. She's like, oh, you're Melanie. And I'm thinking, I hope she knows my surname, because, you know, saying Melanie's wrong. But I've not heard anything, so I'm not happy with my doctor at the moment. And yes, I will put that on the internet. I'm not bothered. I'm being honest. So I've come to Tesco. I'm going to get a few things. I need to go and see my dad, and then I want to go home. Don't feel well at all, and I've got a few things to do. And hopefully she don't ring me when I'm driving, because I don't want to ring. Because I said to her, like, I don't want to ring in case it's engaged, but the reality is I don't want to ring because of Alison. And I don't know if Alison was in or not. I could see someone in the back office because they've opened the blinds. Because they've got blinds that they're normally shut and they're open. I could see someone, and I think it was Alison. So, and it's starting to rain. And my arm's killing, and yeah. Someone parked next to me and then they reversed into the space behind us. I don't know if you can just see it, there's a van there. I've edited part 1 of week 6 Can you hear the rain? Definitely don't want to get out now. I know I've got my coat on. It's meant to be 20 degrees, but it doesn't feel it. I'm glad I put my coat on. Yeah, edited part 1, it's like 45 minutes, and I think part 2 will be about the same. And I could have put them together as one video, but I just couldn't be bothered. I was in bed editing the first one earlier this morning because I woke up again about 3.5 hours before the alarm had set. About 4 hours, and took me about an hour to get back to sleep, and then I woke up half an hour later and I'm like, I can't be bothered. So I just stayed into bed until an hour after my alarm was going to go off, because at least I was up, not done anything, had a shower, put some makeup on, went to the doctor's, come here. The house is a tip. I'm meant to be slowly tidying it, even if I just move a couple of things a day and tidy. I did put a bag full of recycling in the bin. I'll see if I can find any more, because that'll go out when my dad comes home tonight. So obviously I hate this angle. I want to get as much in as I can, and it's quite full. It's probably more full because I didn't put any in last time because I was in hospital, so it probably went out quite empty. So yeah, I just wanted I've put my washing on the dryer and in the dryer because the jeans I've got on were in the dryer. And I've got stuff on the radiators, but they won't even go on unless it gets really cold, so hopefully they'll just dry slowly. I've got a rack in the conservatory, and normally when it's warm weather it dries in there, but I just didn't think of doing that. But I want to just tidy a couple of things. I've got a couple of things I need to get ready for tomorrow. But even if I just tidy a couple of things away, and it takes 2 minutes, it's better than nothing. And I'm hoping my doctor doesn't phone until I'm home. So that means after I've been in here, I'm probably going to be about 20 minutes in here. 10-15 minutes to get to my dad's office. I'll probably be there 10-15 minutes. So that's 30, 40, 50 minutes. That's if she phones. Didn't phone me yesterday. She got the receptionist to phone me, even though she knows I'm very unwell. And the prescription's nothing to do with what's wrong with me, it's to do with something else. And I'm confused why she's giving it me. Started taking it. I've had 3 doses, I'm due the 4th. You're supposed to have 2-3 times a day. It said it was going to rain this afternoon, around 3 o'clock. And it's 20 past and it's raining. If I would have gone in when I got here, I would have been with my dad by now. Yeah, I'm sat here. Waiting for my doctor to phone me, even though she ignored me yesterday. Even though she knows I'm severely unwell, because she knows exactly what's wrong with me. Yet she's choosing to ignore that, but she does this sometimes. She picks and chooses when she rings, even when she knows she's severely unwell, because apparently doctors can do whatever they want. My dad calls her Jekyll and Hyde. I'm not commenting on that. It's up to you to draw your own conclusions on someone, really. I know I get on with her 90% of the time really well, and 10% of the time she's can be very difficult and very hard to deal with, and she knows that about herself. She knows, because sometimes I'll go in and go, you were such and such with me last time and it upset me, and she's like, because she's a doctor. Even tell her some doctors have bad attitudes, and she doesn't realise I class her in that sometimes her attitude is bad and ignorant sometimes, and she thinks she does know better all the time, and she doesn't always. A lot of the time she does, I'll give her that. She's been right about a lot of things, and especially with advice she's given me and things like that, but there are things she has been wrong on. wait for this rain to stop a little bit, then I'm going to go in. So I'm going to stop filming just in case the rain stops. So from Tesco today, I got a 2 litre bottle of Pepsi Max. That's what my dad drinks. Last week I had a couple of these, maybe 3. Really liked it. Never finished a full bottle, and I would have got more, but my basket weighed more than enough, and I'm not allowed to carry a lot of weight, and I have been carrying way too much weight. It was too heavy for me, and they're back up to full price, so I do try and get things when they're on offer. I forgot to get Lucasade, it doesn't matter. They're still 60p, and I'm hoping the 60p when I do my food shop at the end of the week, so then I can get like as many as I can. I mean, knowing me, I'll go and there'll be about 2 left, or they'll be full price. I got a strawberry and cream Krispy Kreme donut because I knew I was going to get a donut today, and I wanted the glazed one because that's my favourite one. I rarely ever get anything other than the glazed one, but there weren't any glazed ones, so I think everyone else gets them, so that's what I've had to have. I think it was like £1.80. I should have got a box of 3 for a £5, or maybe I shouldn't have done. Ripe and ready kiwi because I like it on my breakfast. They're back down to £1.25, but I've still got a box. I think it might be open though, but I don't know, I go off foods. I've got 1 left, so that's going to get me through till Friday. Ham sandwich for my lunch, even though it's 4:30. This is back down to £1, so I just grabbed 1 bottle because I had a basket, so I'm hoping when I go to do my weekly shop, they're still on offer. And 2 caramel macchiatos because they're £1 as well. I had one earlier, so that's everything.
What a great team we were. I missed that.
Well, that's all very moving, Kyle, but it doesn't give you the right to cut your dad's grass.
I wouldn't do that.
Well, why did you come home?
Because when Paul offered me the job, things were a breaking point with Georgia. I came back to Erinsborough to get away from her, not to get back with Amy.
Hi everyone. Yes, I've got it down my chest, and that was deliberate. When there's like a little bit left and I've fully done my face, I water it down a little bit more so I can put it down my chest. Obviously, I'm not going to tilt the camera down any more than that. It's almost dry. I'd put a thicker layer on than I normally do, but it's very much needed. I've not done a face mask since last week. Or did I do it Monday? Do you know what? This week has totally confused me because today I thought it was Wednesday and I thought, oh, I'll have another bath on Friday. I never have 3 baths in a week. Really ever have 2. No, it's Friday tomorrow. Obviously last week was bank holiday weekend, and it was like the longest weekend ever because I woke up ill on Thursday and my doctor wasn't in, and Friday they were closed. Saturday felt like Monday, but it was Saturday. Sunday felt like Tuesday, but it was Saturday. So it took forever to get to Tuesday. And now today it feels like it's Wednesday, but it's Thursday. So tomorrow I'm probably going to think it's Thursday. I can't remember the last time I spoke to camera. Had I been to the doctor's in the afternoon? I think I had. Let's just say I did eventually get to I didn't see my doctor, thank God, the mood she was in. I spoke to her. Yeah. Let's just say she wasn't happy with me and I wasn't happy with her. And she said some things that have upset me. And do you know when people are angry and they say stuff and what they really think comes out, like the true feelings come out? I'm kind of thinking, is what she said what she really thinks about me? Because if it is, I don't want to go and see her again. because you can't just say things to someone and not expect them to get upset about it or wonder if that's what your true thoughts are, because to my face she's super, super nice, and then every now and then she will kick off, but some of the things she said to me, it's like, why would you say that to your patient who you know is highly distressed, they're depressed and they're not well? Like, some of the things she came out with yesterday, I was just like, and I had to like stand up for myself. I'm like, I'm not well, you're ignoring my messages, I need to see you. And she's like, you need to ring triage, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't want to ring triage. Well, you're going to have to. You can't bypass the normal route to see me. So she's on triage tomorrow. I'm hoping I'm not sick, but if I am sick, I'll ring, because if I don't, I'm going to have to wait till Monday. I like how it's just that bit that's green and like the rest is normal. It's so distracting. So if because I'm a little bit better than I was, and that's no help from her. She's like, I didn't ring you Tuesday because I had some very sick patients. And I'm thinking, well, I'm sick. Like, do you really think I'm not sick or something? Like, I didn't say that because it wasn't a very pleasant conversation. And then I had to drive all the way over there to get a prescription, and then she hadn't put the second thing on, and I was like to the receptionist, she said she was going to put something else on. She's like, I'll go and ask her. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this is just going to wind her up even more. But if she said she's putting 2 things on, my necklace is green. And it's not dried underneath where it was. She should put them on. And then she went back in and she came back out and she was talking to me, and I'm like, is there any appointments on Friday with her so I don't have to ring triage? And she said there isn't. And the only one available on Monday was 8 in the morning. I thought, no. I'd have to get up at 7, 6:30, and leave my house about 7:20 to get there for 8 because of morning traffic. I was like, no, I don't want to see her at 8 in the morning. She's pretty moody. I don't like seeing her in the morning. When I've had appointments in the past in the morning, and I don't mean emergency ones, she's always been in a bit of a mood. So I'm like, I always try and avoid morning appointments. Christmas Eve I had a morning appointment. She was happy, but maybe it's because it was the last day off, and then she had a week off or something, whatever, I don't know. But yeah, I was like, I'm not going at 8 o'clock. So she's like, oh, on Friday appointments become available at 9 o'clock. And I was like, if I'm sick, I'll just ring triage, but after yesterday, it's the last thing I want to do. Like, really, don't want to ring triage. At least I know I can't take myself seriously with a green neck. I'll chat in a little bit. So, I really like this filter. Just been to my doctor's for my second appointment of the week. Is it my second one? No, I spoke to her the other day, I've not seen her yet. And I got an emergency appointment because of how unwell I am. And I went in and I thought I was going to be sick everywhere. So I asked for some water, and the receptionist got me some water, and I'm sat there and it got minutes. I'm thinking, she's not got any patients in, because I would have seen them go in, like, what's going on? So I went and asked, and she's like, oh, I'll put a message through. And then I got some more water. I didn't feel as bad by that point, but I thought I was just have some here for the day, apparently. And then my doctor came out for me about 5-10 minutes later, and we went in, and she's like, she's not marked you as being here. And I went, oh, it's probably my fault. I thought I was going to be sick. When I got here, she got me some water. It's giving me totally messed up flat hair. No one wants that, do they? So, I don't even know when I last filmed. I mean, God, who knows? Just not feeling it. filmed in the bath, didn't I, yesterday? With my green face, or did I? I guess I'll find out at some point, won't I? Might be a nice surprise. One vlog went up yesterday. There is a second part, but I've not edited it because I'm not forcing myself to do things when I'm not well or unhappy, because I am unhappy. I'm down. I'm really down. Not going to sugarcoat it, but I'm not going to go into details. But obviously when you're sick all the time, it gets to you, and it's got to me, and I've had enough. I'm fed up. I'm just fed up with life at the moment, and I know the first part went up late. It was up, it just wasn't scheduled because I've not even filled the description box in, and then I realised at whatever time it was, and I just made it live. So I still need to fill that in. I'm aiming to get part 2 up on Sunday, or Sunday just gone for you as you're watching this. Then it's a little bonus, isn't it, really? It will go up because it's been filmed. It's nothing special. It's about 40 minutes long. And yeah, I'm just putting myself first a little bit. Yes, I'll film. Yes, I'll try and get content up. If I don't get it up all on like vlog day, which is officially Thursday, I'll try and get it part 2 up if there's a part 2 up another day. Or if I don't get it up on the day it's meant to go up, it'll still hopefully go up within the same week, because I still want to get my 52 weekly vlogs up. My head's pounding. I have painkillers with me, but then I'll have to get something to eat, and I ended up at the doctor's this morning, and I didn't want to ring because I'm scared to ring because Alison shouted at me, and I'm not ringing up to be shouted at. I'm really not. There's a woman there putting her shopping away. Yeah, I didn't want to ring, and then luckily it was Katie, and Katie's absolutely lovely. Like, I wish every staff member was like Katie. She's friendly, she's just super nice. So I was like, doctor said, phone if you're not well. And she's like, what's wrong? And I told her a couple of my symptoms, because my doctor knows all my symptoms anyway. And then she took ages to ring back, and I thought, oh God, she's still unhappy with me after the other day. So I had a shower and got dressed. Well, I put on my loungewear, went downstairs, and I was trying to take my tablets. I've got a lot more tablets to take these days. So I've got 6 more a day to take of the same one, and I have to take 2 in the morning of them. Then I've got my vitamin B6, 2 paracetamol, 2 ibuprofen, profen, 1, what's she just given me? My newest one is, what's it called? Tramadol, 1 lanoprazole. Is that it? So I'm stood there trying to take them all, and I weren't hungry. I felt full, like I've got this full feeling in my throat and chest, like, you know when you've overeaten and you're super full, feel like that. And I was nervous about her phoning me, because she was taking ages. Oh, she's not happy with me still. So took a couple with, like, do you know the Belvita soft bakes, and I was like, I can't do this. So I got grapes out, and I took one, and I was chewing up the second grape to put another tablet in my mouth, and my phone started ringing. So I swallowed it and answered it, and it was her. And I was very quiet with her, because I thought, not after the other day, I don't want round 2. She's like, some of these symptoms have sounded similar to what you've already, like, been diagnosed with. And I'm like, I know. I said, but I do have other things that they ignored in the hospital, and I feel like everyone's ignoring me. And I told her a couple of new ones, like the tightness in my chest and throat, and I'd been up all night coughing. And she's like, right, I'm going to have to get you in. And I'm thinking, I hope she's not going to try and put me in hospital again, because I told her the other day there was no chance of that happening, and she weren't happy. But I'm not going back in and being treated like that again. And she's like, can you be here for half 11? And I was like, yeah. Went upstairs, put my clothes on, put a bit of makeup on. I didn't even get to finish my brows. They're not as thick as I'd normally do. And I left, and I got there about 3 minutes late, but as I was driving there, I got the most horrific nausea. And I thought, I'm going to be sick. Don't want to be sick when I'm driving. I know when it gets to the point, you know, the point when you know you've got about 20 seconds and then you're going to be sick. I know that feeling, that really, we get goosebumps, you go really cold and you just, that horrible feeling. So I thought, if that happens, I'll have time to pull over and hopefully get out, because I don't want to be sick on myself, do I? So I got there and I walked in and I'm like, I've got an appointment with doctor. Is there any chance I can have some water? I feel like I'm going to be sick. She's like, oh yeah, go sit down, I'll bring it over to you. So I'm sat there, and she come out with the water, but before she could get to me, she got intercepted and got a couple of patients moaning at her who had turned up without an appointment to speak to the doctor. Sounds like me. And she's like, the doctor has booked you in even though you should have phoned first. And they started like having a bit of a snipe at her, and then she came and gave me my water, and I'm sat there drinking it slowly. And after about 45 minutes, I'm thinking, she's not had a patient go in, she didn't have a patient in, why has she not come back out? Why has she not come out for me? So I went over to the receptionist and I'm like, is the doctor running late? She's like, no, why? And I'm like, my appointment was 45 minutes ago. She's like, oh, I'll send her a message. And I said, is there any chance I can have some more water, please, if that's okay? Like, I thought, God, she's going to think, I hope I don't have to deal with Melanie again. I just didn't want to be sick. So she brought me out some water, and then for about half an hour up to that point, in the doctor's office behind where I was sat, there was a baby going absolutely crazy, like crying and crying and crying. At one point, one of the receptionists went in and came back out, and then all of a sudden my doctor came out, and I thought she'd come out for me, so I thought, oh, finally. No, she went in to help, because it's a junior doctor who obviously couldn't cope with what was going on. And then after about 3-4 minutes, she came out and got me, and we went in, and she's looking at the computer. She's like, they've not marked you as being here. And I was like, that was probably my fault. And I told her why, because she saw me walking with this cup. But I bet she's thinking Melanie brings her own drinks with her. Because I put it down on the desk, and she had loads of paperwork on the desk, and she went to move it, and I was like, I'm there thinking, don't you move my water, don't you take it away from me. And I was like, when I come in, after, like, I told her why I was here, I asked for some water because I thought I was going to be sick, and I said it was probably because she went to get me some water, because I didn't want her to get told off. But when before I even asked for some water, she actually did something on her computer, so she obviously clicked on to see the appointment, but she didn't click that I was there. But I didn't want her to get told off, so it's not like I had anywhere else to go. I just got a bit concerned after 45 minutes. I'm like, the only time I've ever to wait like that sort of time is, you know, when I've turned up without an appointment. That's the only time I've kind of waited. Once I waited an hour, and that's because she had an emergency. So she listened to my chest, because I said I've been up all night coughing as well, and I've got this tightness like in my throat, and I feel really full. I've had some sushi, you would have seen that, but that's all I've had. And I just have this full feeling, like even before that I knew I wouldn't be able to eat a lot. And I feel like I'm hungry, but I have this full feeling, so I don't really want to go and eat. Anyway, she listened to my chest, and she did my temperature first. And I told her my symptoms. I'm like, I just felt like, I told every doctor, and only one took notice of me, and he said they'll keep me in a few more days. And the next day the other doctor came along, and she went, and she sent you home. I went, yeah. I said, I really tried with them. I kept telling them about these other symptoms, and one of the nurses said because they know what your main thing is, they won't really look for anything else. And I said, I feel that's wrong. She said, well, they are under a lot of pressure. I said, but I did try every single day, and only one of them really took any notice of me. And I said, I just feel frustrated by it all. And I said, I just feel like they get you in there and they do all these things and they get you out. Like, I just felt like I was kind of on like a thing, like, do you know what I mean? She worked like a conveyor belt. I said, yeah, kind of. I said, that's what it felt like to me. And I said, I have tried numerous times, like, to say I have this other problem. I said, I know I've got my main issue and that's what predominantly makes me unwell, but there's other things going on. She said, I do think there are other things going on as well. She didn't examine me, she really does. I think she just can't be bothered unless she really has to. But yeah, it's just it's frustrating. And then she's like, can you go and get some bloods done at the local health centre to her, where the doctor's is, because it's not the most local one to me. And I was like, they're closed now. I said they do, I think it's like 8:15 to 11:30 or something, and it was well after that by them. And then I think they do something like 2 till 5 or 2:30 till 5. She's like, yeah, they do, because she works there one evening a week, so she always knows the times. And I'm like, I can do it Monday. She's like, well, we need to check check on your levels. And I said, well, I'll go Monday. It's just I don't really want to come back over here today, because I don't live in the town that I go to my doctor's in. And I knew I had to do food shop Friday. I never said that to her. And then she's like, how are you getting on with the tramadol? Because she gave me tramadol the other day. I said, it is working. I'm not struggling with it like I was on the codeine, because the codeine, I struggle with codeine on and off, and I just put up with it. And I don't take as many doses as I probably should. Oh God. That's definitely gonna fall. I stopped filming about 10 minutes ago because someone who was parked in front of me came back with the shopping, and she gave me the dirtiest look. But what she'd done was, she parked over, do you know there's lines for the car parking bay? She'd parked into my bay so she couldn't get her shopping in the boot. I couldn't fully get in the bay, but she kept giving me this look, and she had to put her shopping in the back seat. If it was me, I would have got in the driver's side and pulled forward into my proper space and done that instead of putting it on my back seat. But she kept giving me these looks. So I just kept my head in my phone. My head's hurting, and I've got 3 prescriptions to pick up, and I've got my blood form. And do you know what she does? This is what makes me laugh. She puts it on 3 separate things. Can you see? Look, 1, 2, 3. I hope I'm not showing anything. I have 3 pieces of paper. Because she printed one off, then she printed another one off, and she printed another one off. And then she made me laugh because at first she gave me, do you know, not folded. Do you know, like that. Then she folded them, then she started to rip them. I don't mean rip them up, I mean, do you know how you separate them? As you can see, she has started to rip this one up. She went, oops. It just made me laugh. I'm like, what is she on? She's funny. At times she makes me laugh, and sometimes she frustrates me. I think she knew the other day I was frustrated, because I said to her the other day, I said to her today, I said, I'm sorry about how I was with you on the phone. And she's like, oh no, it's alright. I said, no, I did go a little bit too far. I said, but I'd had enough. I was stressed out. I'd been leaving messages for you for days. Then I found out one of them hadn't gone through to you, and it just stressed me out. I said, I was super hormonal, and I was like very emotional and down. I said, but I did go too far. And I said, I feel bad about it. She said, oh no, don't feel bad about it. You and I go back a long way. And I'm sat there thinking, we don't go back a long way. You say that about friends, you know, friends you've had for years and years. She's like, oh, we go back a long way. And I'm like, you've only been my doctor for about 4 years. Because I started to see her around 2015. And she became my regular doctor 2 years ago. Because last year she said when you started seeing me irregularly about a year ago. So it's probably been about 2.5 years she's been my regular doctor, and probably the last 12 months she's seen me more than anyone else. But yeah, she's like, you and I go back a long way, and I'm thinking, to what? You say that about friends you've had for years. I just never know where I stand with that doctor at times. I'm hoping they've got all this here because I have something to pick up from the other day, and they gave me this piece of paper and I don't have it. Oh God, that's going to be interesting. I know I'm coming back over here one day next week at least, but there's things on here I need. I've got antibiotics again. I think she's giving me the tablet version, even though they sent me home with the liquid version. I don't know why you have to fill these in. I don't understand it. I didn't even fill all of that one in. So I'm gonna have a quick look, but I think she's not giving me the liquid version. She's giving me the tablets. Have you seen the size of the tablets? I'll show you the size of the tablets when I've took them. I almost forgot about that other one that I've got here. So yeah, I was talking about oh, she's giving me the tablets. They're like that, they're like bloody horse tranquilizers, I'm not joking. 3, 6, 9, 12, 18. She's given me 2 weeks worth. I've just been on antibiotics for, I only stopped taking them on Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday, because it says to not take them after a certain date, and it said only take your dose, and they'd give me another 2/3, because they give me 2 bottles full instead of like pouring some out the bottle like you'd think they'd do. But when I said to her they've given me too much, she went, "I'll just take it all." But I started to think maybe that was what was making me ill, because it was out of the use by date, because it says use it up until such and such a date. I thought maybe that might be making me ill, but I was ill before it was making me, like before it was out of date, if that makes sense, because I was still meant to take it up until Saturday, and then Saturday morning would have been my final dose. No, 1 dose Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday would have been my final one. But I got sick on the Wednesday night, Thursday night kind of time. That's when I started to get really unwell on the Thursday, when I was exhausted. I didn't spend that much money now, did I? My dad's given me this epic shopping list. He wants smoked salmon, these tomatoes that they do in oil in the fresh section, these other things that they do that are like mini peppers that are stuffed. He wanted olives, he wanted kippers, bacon, which I forgot because I convinced myself he didn't ask for bacon, so now I'm gonna have to pay £1 more. Cheese, and his normal shopping as well. I'm there like, you're living my life of luxury. Sure you don't want some caviar and some fillet steak or something? I picked up something new for Sunday from M&S, a lamb tagine. It's a new thing that they've got. They had loads of this new section, and I've got myself some fajita thing, and it's a new one. It was only £3. I'm thinking they're going to put that up. They've just got it at £3 because it's new. They had other things in that section that were £3. So I'm going to try and remember to get some wraps and make some little fajitas, because I got the dips the other week. You know, if you saw the audio where I got the sour cream and the salsa, which I won't put salsa on. I got the guacamole, so I've got all that. I look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. Oh, I don't have any paracetamol in my car. Oh, do I? Yes, I do. Are they? No, they're Nurofen. Ibuprofen. and I've got Nurofen. I don't have any paracetamol. Why? I've got 2 I'm lucky. I need to put some more back in my car. Oh, this is opened. I hope I opened it accidentally. I can't believe how much my shopping just come to. It was like nearly £60. It was 58, and I went in with about £35 in cash. Because I took 100 out at M&S, and that was meant to do my whole shopping, but then I spent over 30 in M&S and then 38 in Aldi. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go and get some diesel, because I'm meant to top it up every week, so then it's not as much. I left my house 6 hours ago. I haven't got as much food for myself as I got for my dad. My dad's got all sorts of stuff. Didn't have all my medication. I'm 6 short on my antibiotics, and I went, that's fine, because I've got 2 weeks worth. That'll be the last day of antibiotics, because I think I'm on 6 a day. God, I'm on 6 a day for something else she's just put me on. That's 12. Then painkillers up to 4 times a day. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 8 paracetamol, 8 ibuprofen, 4 tramadol, 1 lanoprazole, my multivitamin, my vitamin B6. Oh, and I take 2 at night time. I've got 2 tablets at night time. Oh my god, I'm turning into my mum. My mum's on 20 odd a day. I need to roll that up when I get home. I'm not going to sit here and count that out again. Get a glazed donut. So I'm only eating half a sandwich so I can eat this. But I'll have my other half a sandwich after. I probably won't even eat all of it. Did loads of these today. The other day, none. Today, loads. We needed some sugar. This is good. Because I haven't bought myself any chocolate or anything for the weekend. But I have chocolate. I have Malteser bunnies, and I have some of my Easter egg thing left, and healthy snacks. So I thought, I'm having a donut. Do you know what? I've got these everywhere. They're all in my car, they're all over my house. I feel better for eating that bloody donut. I think that's what our buddy needed today, a donut. Just want to quickly look what blood she's getting done. AKI score, full blood count, renal profile, CRP, gamma GT, EGFR, and liver. It's only 2 vials. Normally I have to do 3 or 4. It's typically 4. I'm only doing 2. But she might as well have done everything, because it costs them just the same. The surgery pays for it. Even if you only have 1 lot of blood done, it costs them the same for 1 as it does for 4. Do you know what I mean? I only washed my hair yesterday, but it's doing this because of the crappy weather. Oh my god, I'm walking around the shop with smudged eye makeup. That's because I did my makeup in super quick time to get to the doctor's, and then she made me wait. Oh, spot of doom. So I'm going to show you what I got from Aldi. I picked up these. I've never, oh, my nails need doing. Never seen these before, but they've got next year's date on them, so if I don't eat them for a while, it's fine. I got a Strathwarren water. All of these are basically from my dad. So I got some stuffed cherry peppers, which I normally love, and I'll probably start eating again soon when I go back onto eating properly, not messing with my food. Greek olives with feta, that's the only thing here that I wouldn't eat. Marinated tomatoes with garlic and oregano, there's another one there. I'm probably likely to snack on them because they're my favourite. 2 packs of herby baby potatoes, mashed potato, mature cheddar, extra mature cheddar, beetroot, smoked salmon, salmon fillets, and stuffing top roast chicken, that's for me for a sandwich. I got 3 of these Carabao apple drinks. I've had these before, and I love them. Well, I've had it once, so I don't know if I love it. A Red Thunder energy drink, the diet one, which I'm dying to have. I actually got it out of the chilled section, but it's not as cold as it should be. This is out of the chilled section as well. They end up having the Dark Thunder. Got all the shopping left to put out. 2 packets of apple crisps, soft foams, which I typically always eat the day I get. These are new. Well, they might not be new, but I've never seen them before. They're by the checkouts. Coconut fudge cake protein bites. Cathedral City baked bites. Sweet mini peppers. Love them. Asparagus. Broccoli. British Regal vine tomatoes. Ibuprofen paracetamol. And these are for tomorrow, and I didn't get burger buns, but I got some from last week, and I got bread rolls, so hopefully there's some fresh ones. If not, I have some frozen bread rolls. God, that's a long thing. And that's mainly what I got from Aldi. There's stuff missing. There's a pack of water. I think it's 16 bottles, the super cheap ones. They're for my dad. And there was a cottage pie or a shepherd's pie. I think it was shepherd's pie. I think that's... Oh, and 3 porridge pots. I think that's the only things that I took out. Anyway, I need to get that away and get the Tesco out next. Okay, then from B&M. Sneak peek. I'm sure it takes me 10 times as long to put the shopping away when I do what I'm about to do. I don't know how this is going to fit in the fridge because I've just filled it with the Aldi shopping. So the first thing I got was some shaving gel, very, very low. Use it like loads, several times a week. 4 caramel macchiatos, because they're £1 at the moment. 2 packs of the strawberry Jaffa cakes, which I love. I think I've still got an open box, but they're 50p, so I got them. Some prawns for my dad, who thinks he's a king at the moment. They were £3. Some sable grapes. This is what I mainly take my tablets with. Bliss Corner. I had these last summer when they were an offer in Asda. I had them for weeks at a time. I haven't had them since, but they were £1 today, so I got them in Tesco. Got some tortilla wraps, some sweet, not grapes, blueberries, celery for my dad, dead sticks for my doggy, Mr. Kipling, Battenbergs, Misfits for my Misfit. 8 of these, even though there's about 6 in the fridge. There's 60p each at the moment, so I've stocked up, and they've got a good date on. I've got a tub of the normal Horlicks. I don't know if I've even opened it, but I thought I'd give this a try just to see what the difference is. Soy milk for cereal, cider and mustard sauce to have on some chicken next week, some pomegranate seeds. This had 50p off. We've still got half a tub, but last time we ran out, so I'll make sure we don't run out and save a bit of money. Got some rubber gloves. I love the colour of these. I was looking and everything was full price unless you got the cheap ones. And these were like, I don't know what they were, £1.50, £2, so I've got these. Nurofen paracetamol. I have Weetabix most days, and I keep buying the small pack because the big pack is so expensive at the moment. Hovis, Tasty Wholemeal. I forgot to get bacon at Aldi, and I think it's like £1.80 at Aldi, and it's £2.50ish at Tesco, but this one, the Wiltshire one, was on offer for £2. Got some multi-purpose gloves. I did want the latex ones, but these were reduced to £2 and the latex were £4.75. So they're just to use when I'm making my floor powder, so I don't get it all over my hands, basically. 2 litre bottles of Pepsi Max, 2 orange Lucasades, Covent Garden soup. I did want the chicken one, but it had tomorrow's date on. A lot of them had tomorrow's date on, and this has got the 7th of May. Shaving gel, and Refreshers Imperial Leather shower gel toilet rolls. Now I've got the task of putting this away and I can't be bothered. Look at what I'm working with here. Look at all my dad's stuff, hold on. The top two shelves are my dad's, except for that's mine because there's no room anywhere for it and that's mine, and there's a can of Archers there. The eggs are for us both, but we both don't seem to be eating them. And this is ours, both of ours. But this is like mine. And then I have the bottom one, which is kind of full. And then I stack stuff on top of drinks. This is full of celery and veg. I don't know where the celery is going to go. I hope I can shove it in. So we're finally on to the M&S shopping. The fridge is full, so I don't know where any of this is going to go. I mean, the fridge is literally full. Look at the fridge. I mean, I'm even showing stuff in the doors. The drawers. I went to see my dad at the office and I took him stuff. I took him a soup, an M&S meal, an Aldi meal, waters, drinks, porridge pots, and I knew there was something else I forgot to give him, and it was this. It was only about £2. Mini meal cod fillet in a pasta sauce with mash and peas, so he'll have to take that with him Monday. I used to get these last summer and I've not had them for ages. I don't know why my camera's not focusing properly. It looks a bit dark in here, but it don't matter. Chocolate mousse, the Count Honours, and I got the strawberry trifle. It was the last one. I don't normally get the low fat one. When I get them, I normally get the full fat. This is what I'm having tonight. That's why I got them. Never seen this before. Obviously, it says it's new. They'll probably put it up in price, knowing them. Roasting potatoes with goose fat to go with this. Low cut lamb tagine. Never seen it before, and I got it. I think it was £6, so it weren't cheap. Free range chicken breast fillets, which I'm going to freeze individually, down to 276 from £4.6. My all-time favourite coffee capsules, which has not had it in for 4 or 5 months. Should have bought 2 boxes because I'm probably never going to get them again. 2 of my favourite cleaning sponges because my original one's knackered. I do have a second one, but I didn't want to start using it until I got a new one. And one of my favourite cleaners as well. I've not had this in for months. It lasts me months because I've got so many cleaners and I don't clean as much as I should. And that is the M&S haul, and there's still a little bit more to go. God knows where this stuff is going to go. So I'm going to quickly show you what I got from B&M. So I got a Harpic rim block. I've never tried this one before. I've not had any Harpic rim blocks. I spotted it, it was £1, Tropical Blossom. I thought I'd give it a go. I've just put a new one in. Which one have I put in? I think I've put, oh, it doesn't matter. God, who needs to know about toilet stuff? I picked up 2 of these and I forgot. I dropped one off at the office and now I've got one left. And this is my new favourite drink at the moment. And I refuse to pay full price at this shop, £1.39. I got one at full price every day and I thought I'm not buying any more because, you know, I waste most of it. I waste most of it, so I picked 2 up because they're £1, and this is the bargain of the day, although I feel like they're going to be a lot smaller than I think they're going to be. But £7.99, I'm going to have them up the side of the path next to the grass, and yeah, that's it really. I can finally sit down for a little bit with my energy drink.